now have preliminary details. At approximately 8:20 a.m., Division 4 Oxon Hill officers responded to a stabbing call in the 8300 block of Indian Head Highway. Officers discovered two victims, a man and a woman, with critical stab wounds. Before fleeing that scene, the suspect also set fire to the apartment. Officers learned the stabbing was domestic related and the suspect was known to the victims. At approximately 10 a.m., officers responded to the National Harbor where they encountered the suspect in that earlier stabbing at St. George Boulevard in Potomac Passage. The suspect was still armed with a knife and moved towards an officer. The two officers discharged their duty weapons. The suspect was struck unknown amount of times at this point. Officers administered emergency care, and that suspect was transported to the hospital, a local hospital, where he died a short time later. No officers were hurt in this incident. The two victims, known from their domestic stabbing, are in critical but stable condition. The Maryland Attorney General's Independent Investigation Division is on the scene, and they've assumed the investigation. With that, I'll take any questions that you may have that I can answer at this time.
I guess, what was the relationship between the suspect and the two stabbing victims? Do we know? Were they family, or what was it?
Well, right now, that's strange. We haven't confirmed that yet of what the actual relationship was, but we do know they were known to each other.
You said there was a fire. Anyone else hurt in the fire?
No, not at this time. Yeah, those two people made it out the fire with the help of Prince George's County Fire Department and Prince George's County police officers. Next question.
Why was he here?
We believe this suspect lives in the National Harbor.
How did he get from? Because that's about a mile away. How did he get from here to here? Did he drive, walk? Yeah.
That is unknown, but we believe at this point that he drove here. But all of that is unconfirmed. Even though that's relatively short distance, we believe he used the vehicle. Any other questions at this time that I can answer?
Are you releasing any identities at this point?
Not at this point. This is still an active and fluid investigation right here, and we're handling the preliminary aspects of it. But the Maryland Attorney General's Office Independent Investigation Division, they're on site right now, and they've assumed the investigation. So, it's for me to come out here and offer what has happened today. And let you guys know, give you some updated information so we can, quell some of the speculation to what we know. And we're still learning as we go along. Right now, what we know is there was an officer-involved shooting with a person who had stabbed two people and set fire to an apartment and ended up here in the National Harbor where he resides. And those officers had some type of confrontation in which their duty weapons were discharged. That suspect was struck. That suspect is now deceased.
Before that confrontation with officers, this is a busy area, especially on a beautiful day like today. Do you know if the suspect had confronted anybody else, any non-police officers? Was anybody else hurt here?
Well, we don't know if that's actually a confrontation, but certainly, people who were aware or may have known of this incident, it was going on since the duration of time had taken place, that this suspect right here was possibly, suffering from some type of psychosis, and that was evident that he had already stabbed two people and set the place afire. But we don't know that at this time. It would be pure speculation on our part for us to determine if they know each other or if they were just, people just trying to intervene for the safety of people on site. I think the important thing right here for us to know, the information, is that this emanated from another location, and it is domestic related, and that person ended up back here where they reside, and so those are the important facts at this time, and those officers are safe, but it's an unfortunate incident on a beautiful Sunday, on a special Sunday across the world, and it happened right here in the beautiful National Harbor as these things happen. I would like to offer, without adding, too much speculation, but people who go through things, family members know these things, that they should urge loved ones to seek the type of help that we need in order to help us all live in a more vibrant place here without the violence associated with those things. I'll take one last question if that's all you have.
Had you received any other previous calls with victims in the apartment or the man here?
Well, right now we're researching that. Our team, we're actively researching the previous call history. What we do know today is that there were some calls that happened today when he arrived back here at the National Harbor. And some people who observed what was going on, it alerted them, and right now those issues aren't fully sketched out, but it was some 911 calls here. This particular suspect, this individual, with nothing related here today, we have handled that individual in the past, Prince George's County police officers, as well as across the lines in other departments. I can't speak for them, but this individual was known to Prince George's County police officers in those capacities.
Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate you.
Let me get this last one.
Okay. Do you know, I mean, what was said during the 911 calls stemming from here?
Well, it was people alerting our public safety communications center to an individual, who was armed. And so they did what respectable citizens would do. They called 911 so that police officers, Prince George's County Police, could show up on scene and try to mitigate what was happening here. Enough alarm for them to call 911, if that would make sense. Thank you so much.
Thank you.